today here at Leica Lens Production. On the next two windows I try to explain to you how we produce our lenses and to build our objectives also. So first of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Roland Elbert. I work here in optic production since 33 years now already. So I started my apprenticeship in 1981. And I know a lot about the process in optics and so on. So first of all, our optical designers give us a certain kind of glass material we need to choose from. We are buying 50 different glass types, and each glass type is responsible for a certain behavior in your lens, like for the sharpness, for the contrast, and so on. So also those different glass types are very different in the treatment in our process. Like we have soft glass, hard glass, and glass which is very corrosive. After 1 hour we need to repolish again on some glass types. So the soft glass type, when we do the polishing, can take 2 minutes and the lens is finished, and on the hard glass we need 12 minutes for the same kind of polishing process. So we need to adjust really on all different kind of glass types there. First step from the raw material is the grinding process, what you saw here. Then the second step is polishing and then centering. Centering is when you have your polished surface finished, you need to produce the optical axis to the mechanical axis. So the outer diameter is your mechanical axis, what you produce, to your polished surface. This is very important for the lens head assembly later on, because on the lens head assembly you have 10 elements and you only get a good picture if they're all on one optical axis. So the centering is very important on that also. When you polish a lens, you have a very white reflection on that. It's very shiny, and the reflection of one polished surface is 4%. So now you can imagine if you have a whole lens head with 10 lens elements, 20 surfaces, all 4% reflection, there's no light on the sensor anymore, not enough. So we need to produce some anti-reflect coating on those lenses. This is done in our coating department in a vacuum chamber on temperatures up to 270 Celsius. We evaporate some kind of it's like a mixture of aluminum oxide, titanium oxide, and so on. It's a very secret recipe. What we produce 20 nanometers of a layer on that lenses, and this layer reduces the reflection of the light by less than 0.3%. So then you have most available light going through the polished surface. Still on the outer diameter you have the white centered surface, and therefore you need to reduce also the stray light of this outer surface by painting the edge in a black color. So the painting is done by hand. It's a process here. You can see it over there also. So this is done by hand because it's very individual on each lens how you need to do the painting there. And the machines, we have a lot of them built, each kind, and they don't work as good as we ask for it on our quality. So that's why we have still manual painting here also. Each lens of Leica is hand painted in those 3 cabins. So on this now we have a new process also to guarantee the clear diameter even better. We have a HD camera system there, so we really check. She's painting it by looking at the monitor also, so in a bigger magnifying there. And she produces the first lens, measures it, and if the measurement is okay, she puts the virtual line. You can see on the top there's a virtual line there, small line on top there, and that's the diameter where she has to go with the painting also. So the line is, it's a setup for another lens. Ja, die Linie hoch. Ja. Ja, oben kippen. Kipp. Kipp. Therefore. Yeah. Okay. So basically, her boss always adjusts, makes the setup on that. Okay. So if you don't mind, we can go to the next window for the lens head assembly. So you actually really don't see a lot here. The lens head assembly is when you have your single elements, as I explained before, you need to set them up in one optical axis in the lens head, and that's what we do on certain devices we have in our assembly line here. Small errors we can adjust by shifting elements, what we have inside, and the operators shift those elements and we set the optical axis on our device. That's some kind of interferometer. After the lens head is assembled, that's all done in flow boxes. We need to, on our system, install also the electronic parts of that. As you see on this flow box here, this guy doesn't have 50 or 100 lenses in his flow box. He does one by one. So each lens is assembled individually here. And after he is finished, because of the tight tolerances we need to do individual assembling, after he is finished, the final process of the electronic calibration starts, and after this process is done, it goes right to our outgoing inspection on that. So we do 100% check on all our lenses. Okay. So, lens head assembly is not very, not a lot to see actually. And there's, as you will understand, some kind of a secret for the good quality here also at Leica. So if you don't have any more questions, I thank you, and I'd like to forward you to my colleague here. He will bring you to the camera assembly.
Well, good morning. And you heard a lot from Mr. Albert, and now I will bring you to the next station. My colleague will tell you some facts about our camera assembly lines and sport optics as well. Just follow me.
Welcome to our camera assembly. So my name is Liberty, and I usually work here inside, but today I'm here to represent our department and of course tell something about our clean room, where we are producing our cameras and sport optics. So this room is fitted with elaborate filtering system that guarantee maximum freedom from dust. Besides, the air temperature in this room is increased so that no dust can enter from outside. So this room measures 1,000 square meters, and we are producing about 500 cameras a day, or 500 products, excuse me, 500 products a day from 8 different assembly lines. Right here in front, from 8 different assembly lines. So right here in front of us is the line M-type 240. So to be able to build one of those cameras, we need 14 steps. As you can see over there, there are the numbers, 14 steps. So every single component is inspected thoroughly when it arrives. So the serial number is being assigned on the very early stage, on the first step, registered in the system, and printed on the tracking sheet of the cameras, accompanying them until the end of the assembly. So we are adjusting and assigning our cameras with our self-developed devices. Of course, with the highest precision and accuracy. For example, on the third step, we are adjusting image sensor with thin shims, which just the thinnest measure 0.01 millimeters.
Once again?
0.01 millimeters. That is the thinnest shims we have. So that makes 7 times thinner than a sheet of a newspaper. 7 times thinner than a sheet of a newspaper. Yes. So to cover the camera with a leather, it also requires a maximum sleight of hand and experience. We cover the camera on the number 12. Yes. So in the last step, we attach the Leica logo, followed by final cleaning, of course, and every single camera is meticulously cleaned again and again before it earned our coveted Leica inspection certificate. So the camera is now complete, and of course, it's now leaving the room to our packing station through a special material airlocks. These are the airlocks. The packing station is the room over there. So these airlocks, these material airlocks ensure that the increased air pressure in this room is maintained so that no dust can enter from outside to here. So after that, when the camera is there in the packing station, they are being packed, of course, with the standard accessories and make them ready for the delivery. So I think that's it, the short insight in our camera assembly. We're high-tech and traditional meets and build a technical masterpiece. So you can still have a little bit look. So now we can go to our manufacture area. So this is our manufacture area. So open the window. You need to enter your email address on the screen right here. So I'll put it in English. So to open the window, you need to put your email address there. So anyone? So I'll just start. So this manufacturer area gives you a chance to put all your ideas for your unique and individual cameras. So we'll wait. So for example, we have X various and color lines on the other side. So you can choose between variety of real and synthetic leather, and even can afford personal engraving. So this will make your camera a real unique one. Be careful, in 30 seconds it is closed.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a secret room, yes. But to open it, you must put your email address. Of course, later. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I try again? Yeah, can I try again? Yes, of course. Just put any email address and it will open.
What do you do with the email addresses?
I don't know.
Why do you have this protection?
It's like it's a management, a secret. It is curious, like it must stay so.
あと20秒。ありがとうございます。
What the lady over there doing is the X-Vario. I think she's putting a red or yes, a red leather.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it. And